Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the 2026 Boston Red Sox game breakdown series. This is game number 10 of 162. This is going to be a long 152 games, huh? Um, Off to a really bad start for the Boston Red Sox. Another loss, another one where they had the lead and they blew it. That's just kind of been the story of the Boston Red Sox so far this year. They have stunk. They have not been good. Giving up 11 hits. And when you give up 11 hits in a game, you're not going to win many games. Giving up 11 hits in a game, you're just not going to win that many games. Pitching has been bad. The starters can't get past 3 or 4 innings. The batting has been pretty bad as well. Let's get to the stats in this one. Again, Milwaukee wins 8-6. They're 8-2. Boston's 2-8. Let's get to the stats. Starting off with Boston, Roman Anthony, 2 runs, 2 hits. Pretty good game for him. Better than a lot of the games he's had so far this year. Masataka Yoshida has continued to be pretty good. Continued to be efficient with a run, a hit, and 2 walks. So he's still been able to get on base as well. So that's good for him. Wilson Contreras had a good game as well. He got hit by a pitch. Kind of. I think he got hit by a pitch. I don't know. In the third, which fired him up. I mean, I think this is... they were saying on the broadcast it was like the 12th time it happened or something like that with him and Milwaukee. Like, they have a lot of history. So I don't know what that's all about, but he was fired up after that. He had a home run as well, by the way, late in this one. So that was good for Wilson Contreras. He had a good game. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, a home run, a walk. Abreu had an alright game, I guess. 1 hit, 1 RBI. Not as good as games he's had in the past so far this season. Kind of a quiet game for him. Trevor Story, on the other hand, opposite of that. He had a hit, 1 hit, and he had a sac fly, and he had 2 RBIs in this one. So he did pretty well in this one. Not going to talk about Mayer. Not going to talk about Monstriano. Durbin, 1 run, 2 hits. Not bad for him. Not going to talk about Narvaez. Rafaela had a hit. Had a run, in this one. So there's your lineup. Again, you have some positive things to say, but not enough, because there's just not enough. The offense that they create is not enough to win games. I mean, they had a 3-run lead, and they started off well, but when they needed to get runs, they couldn't do it. And that's kind of been the story for the Boston Red Sox this year. For the Milwaukee Brewers, Terang, 2 runs and an RBI for him. 2 walks as well. William Contreras, the brother of Wilson Contreras, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, a walk. So he did pretty well. He's the catcher as well for the Brewers. Yelich with a run, 3 hits, an RBI. He did well in this one. And Yelich has been in the league for a while. Christian Yelich, I believe. He's been in the league for quite a bit. I remember hearing that name several years ago, so he's been in the league a while. Mitchell, 2 hits, 2 RBIs as well. Bowers, he has 1 RBI in this game. Rengifo, he had a run and a hit as well. A walk for Frelick with 2 hits, an RBI, and a run. Then you had Hamilton with 2 runs, a hit, and 2 walks. And that was pretty much it for the Brewers. Again, no home runs, but they didn't need any. They did not need any. The only home run that was in this game was from Contreras. The Brewers did not need any home runs to win this game. Woodruff was the starting pitcher for the Brewers. He went very well in this one. Very long. Unlike the Red Sox, who can't seem to get past 4 innings. Woodruff, 5.2 innings pitched for him. So he was in there a while. 7 hits, given up though, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. So a very mixed bag. But again, 5.2 innings pitched. Bello, by the way, the other starter, 3.1 innings pitched, 86 pitches in 3 innings. Terrible for Brian Bello. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. He sucked. Colombe for the Red Sox, 0.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, and a walk. Ashby on the other side was the second pitcher. For the Brewers, he got the decision. He's now 3-0 on the year. 10 games in, he's 3-0. Very good for Ashby. 1.1 innings pitched, a hit, and a walk. That's it. Anderson, 1 inning pitched, all zeros. He was pretty clean there. Moran on the Red Sox, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts for him. Whitlock on the Red Sox, decision loss for him, 0-1 on the year, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Watson, 1 inning pitched. This is still the Red Sox. Watson, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run as well for him. So kind of shaky. Zerpa was the closer for the Brewers. 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. He gave up a home run, but the game was over at that point. The game was done. You weren't going to see a Red Sox come back. It doesn't seem like that's the DNA of the Boston Red Sox for 2026 is comeback wins. It just doesn't happen that often. It looks like this year, and it's probably not going to happen much, at least early on, until they find what's wrong with this team. 10 games in, 2-8. They're off to a very historically bad start. I mean, I think the Red Sox should consider, maybe by the end of this month, calling up a player or two from Worcester. You know, like a Mickey Gaspar or a Sogard or a Nate Eaton as well, because it's bad. Some players on this team are just cold. Really, really cold. Durbin has been kind of cold. Narvaez has been cold. Rafael has been whatever, you know. Story has been cold for the most part. He did good last night. Yoshida has been consistent, but he hasn't been getting RBIs. Roman Anthony hasn't been getting RBIs. He's been cold. Marcelo Meyer was completely cold in this game. I didn't even mention him in the stats because he had nothing. You know, so it's time for the Red Sox to maybe over the next couple of weeks take a close look at Worcester and maybe think about calling up a player or two from Worcester. Maybe calling down a couple of player or two from this lineup, and just trying to see if some of these hitters can figure it out in Worcester. Man, I don't know. This Boston team so far this year, there's really not a lot of positive things to say about the Boston Red Sox so far, other than a couple of players, as I've mentioned in my other videos and mentioned today. But the next game will be tonight at 6:45 p.m. They will take on the Milwaukee Brewers. 8-2 record at Fenway for the Brewers. Apparently, it's going to be a really good pitching battle tonight. It is going to be Mizorowski for the Brewers, taking on Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet, he's good. He's good. All right. I think Garrett Crochet, his first, outing was good. So we'll see what happens here. I think Garrett Crochet is going to be one of the positive things for the Boston Red Sox this year, as to be expected, of course. So we'll have to see what happens in this game. I think this is going to be an entertaining game. I think it'll be a close game. Does Boston win it? Maybe not. I don't know. It definitely seems like that they haven't been winning games so far this year. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Brewers sweep us and we drop to 2-10 on the year before we go to St. Louis. But yeah, I don't know. Gotta figure it out and gotta figure it out quick because the AL East, you're 5.5 games back. You're in last place. You're 5.5 games back from the Yankees, who were in first place. You don't want that deficit going, to 10 games, because it'll go to 10 games real quick, and then you'll have a really tough time climbing out of that hole. So we'll see what happens. All right, that'll do it for this game breakdown. I'll be back tonight to break down game number 11 of this series. Another game with the Milwaukee Brewers tonight, 6:45 p.m. I'll be back to break that game down. Bye-bye, everybody.